Years after his death, Tupac allegedly appeared at a Lil Wayne concert, was spotted hanging in a Cuban parking lot, and even got mentioned in a lawsuit by Suge Knight, suggesting he's out there smoking cigars somewhere.
Because Tupac not dead. Tupac not dead. If he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he was somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar.
These sightings, however, feel different. There's something about them that demands attention. Let's dive into 10 pieces of hidden footage that claim to show Tupac alive. First up is the controversial Suge Knight Jr. proof video. Around 2008 and 2020, Suge Knight Jr., son of Death Row Records founder Suge Knight, started posting on social media, claiming he had undeniable proof that Tupac Shakur is alive. One clip in particular shows a man in a car nodding along to Tupac's music, completely relaxed, seemingly unconcerned with the world. Before diving deeper, it's important to note what Suge Knight, the OG who was riding with Tupac the night he was shot, has said regarding Tupac's status. His statements have sparked endless debate. The footage shared by Suge Jr. was seen by many as compelling, showing a figure with Tupac's distinctive facial features, demeanor, and charisma. Social media quickly amplified these posts, with fans dissecting each frame for signs of authenticity. Suge Knight Jr. eventually admitted some of his posts were exaggerated for publicity or to promote unreleased Tupac material. However, the footage remains a central piece in the Tupac is alive narrative. The theory suggests these sightings, whether in videos or photos, provide a pattern that some believe proves Tupac faked his death, living secretly with connections to his family and former associates.
You know, I'm the mother. When people ask me if I know who killed Tupac, and not saying Tupac dead or alive, but I'm saying if they ask me if I know who killed Tupac, I'm the said, hey, absolutely not. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, I don't get down like that.
Then Suge Knight dropped a bomb, claiming Tupac isn't dead and is living freely somewhere.
Not just to snitch and be smart, son. Because Tupac not dead. Tupac not dead. If he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he was somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on the island somewhere, you know what I mean?
Suge Knight himself stated explicitly that Tupac Shakur isn't dead, hinting that the legendary rapper is somewhere living comfortably, puffing on Cuban cigars, enjoying a stress-free life away from public scrutiny. This statement sparked a whirlwind of interest, especially when Suge Knight Jr., his son, took this narrative and ran with it, amplifying the Tupac is alive theory online. Beginning in October 2018, Suge Jr. began posting on Instagram, claiming Tupac was alive, often sharing what were clearly edited photos showing an older-looking Tupac alongside high-profile celebrities like Beyonce and 50 Cent. He even suggested Tupac had been hiding in Malaysia, quietly recording new tracks, keeping a low profile. By 2019-2020, Suge Jr. teased videos claiming to provide proof of Tupac still working in the studio. He positioned himself as having insider knowledge, allegedly passed down from his father's era running Death Row Records. However, in later 2019 interviews, Suge Jr. admitted that some of his posts were exaggerated, intended either to promote unreleased Tupac material or for publicity. While he acknowledged Tupac's death, he continued teasing vault drops, fueling speculation among fans. Many critics labeled his proof as Photoshop manipulations or clout-chasing moves, arguing it disrespected Tupac's legacy. Even so, Suge Knight's own assertion that Tupac is out there living large gave rise to a series of alleged sightings that became central to the Tupac is alive conspiracy. One of the most discussed is the Cuba parking lot encounter. This footage, reportedly from around 2004, first appeared on early internet blogs and later circulated widely on social media platforms such as TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. The clip shows a gathering in a Havana parking lot with a man matching Tupac's physical description: athletic build, high cheekbones, distinctive goatee, and piercing eyes. He interacts casually with the group, laughing and occasionally glancing at the camera with a knowing smirk, which conspiracy theorists argue signals his awareness of being observed. The Cuban connection ties back to Tupac's family. His aunt, Assata Shakur, formerly Joanne Chesimard, a Black Panther activist, escaped to Cuba in 1984, gaining political asylum. The theory goes that, fearing industry threats, law enforcement, and rival gangs, Tupac faked his death in 1996 to join his aunt in hiding, possibly with Cuban government assistance. Further intrigue comes from alleged YouTube claims by visitors to Havana in 2018, reporting sightings of an American man matching Tupac's description living discreetly in Cuba. Beyond Cuba, theorists point to 2006 black-and-white music video by Dutch rapper Chillo for the track Amsterdam to LA**. Shot in 2006 and uploaded in 2010, the video shows a figure in the background resembling Tupac. Bald head, sharp jawline, signature hand gestures, and intense eyes. Fans suggest he was performing under a pseudonym, using Europe's privacy-friendly environment to continue his music career while avoiding public exposure. Conspiracy enthusiasts dissected the video frame by frame, noting details like scars and tattoos matching Tupac's known features. Chillo added fuel to the theory with cryptic statements hinting the figure was Tupac, allegedly introduced via European underground hip-hop connections. Skeptics, however, dismissed this as a low-budget promotional stunt, pointing to poor video quality, lack of clear face shots, and Chillo's relative obscurity as evidence. Returning to American soil, a widely circulated 2009 sighting at a Lil Wayne concert reignited speculation. Eyewitness accounts and viral footage claim Tupac attended stops on Lil Wayne's I Am Music Tour, a major North American concert series featuring artists like Tay and Gym Class Heroes. Millions have viewed these videos, and fans continue debating the authenticity, arguing Tupac's appearance, gestures, and presence align with his known style and persona. These sightings, combined with social media amplification, have cultivated an enduring conspiracy narrative. Advocates point to Suge Knight SRS and JR's statements, the Cuba footage, European appearances, and concert sightings as a consistent pattern suggesting Tupac faked his death and is living under the radar. Critics, meanwhile, emphasize the likelihood of doctored images, lookalikes, and publicity stunts designed to exploit Tupac's legendary status. The conspiracy has evolved into a global phenomenon. Fans meticulously analyze grainy footage, scrutinize hand gestures, and even attempt facial recognition comparisons, noting high cheekbones, eye shape, and posture as evidence of authenticity. In Cuba, speculation includes that Tupac may have leveraged local connections to remain undetected while maintaining a connection to his family. European appearances like the Amsterdam music video are interpreted as coded messages, suggesting rebirth or exile, with lyrics hinting at cross-continental travel and reinvention. Suge Knight Jr. Instagram activity demonstrates the modern mechanism by which these myths propagate. By posting allegedly edited images with celebrities, teasing studio proof, and claiming insider access, he fed the public's desire for tangible evidence. Public reactions range from excitement and viral sharing to skepticism and condemnation for perceived disrespect toward Tupac's legacy. These posts also prompted media coverage, further embedding the idea in pop culture consciousness. Throughout these narratives, a recurring theme emerges. Tupac is portrayed as strategically avoiding fame and scrutiny. Advocates argue he deliberately shaped sightings, music video cameos, and social media rumors to sustain a mythos, while critics attribute everything to coincidence, speculation, and opportunistic attention-seeking. The Cuba parking lot encounter and European music video remain the most cited evidence due to visual similarities and contextual plausibility. Additionally, the supposed Lil Wayne concert appearance in 2009 provides a compelling narrative bridge, showing Tupac allegedly engaging with contemporary hip-hop culture without revealing himself fully. Eyewitness reports describe a man resembling Tupac, capturing the attention of onlookers and reinforcing the theory of a hidden living legend. Millions of views and endless commentary across platforms like YouTube and TikTok testify to the theory's cultural resonance. Overall, the Tupac is Alive conspiracy rests on a blend of anecdotal evidence, visual cues, social media amplification, and statements from those connected to Death Row Records. While definitive proof remains elusive, the narrative continues to thrive, fueled by fan intrigue, historical context, and the enduring mystique surrounding Tupac Shakur. Whether Tupac is truly alive or not, these sightings, Cuba, Europe, and the Lil Wayne concert keep his legend alive in the public imagination, perpetuating endless speculation about the life of one of hip-hop's most iconic figures. On March 20, 2009, a short clip surfaced on YouTube that would reignite one of the most enduring conspiracy theories in hip-hop history. The idea that Tupac Shakur, one of the genre's most influential figures, might have faked his death and continued living in secret. The footage, lasting roughly 30 to 35 seconds, shows chaotic scenes during a performance that sources differ on as being either in Dallas or New Orleans. Some eyewitnesses insist it was the March 19th show at the New Orleans Arena, but the details remain murky. Despite its brief duration, the clip drew immense attention due to the presence of a man who, to many, resembled an older Tupac Shakur, appearing to be around 37 years old at the time. The figure in the video is bald, sporting a goatee, and exudes the same intense energy Tupac was renowned for. He moves through the crowd with confidence, weaving past fans as though he commands the space. His demeanor is calm yet magnetic, drawing attention without overtly seeking it. As the camera pans across the crowd, excited fans begin shouting, "Tupac!" One woman points at him in disbelief, her face a mix of shock and wonder. The man's attire is casual, a simple white t-shirt paired with jeans, blending seamlessly into the hip-hop audience while still drawing attention. Profile shots capture high cheekbones, piercing eyes, and other features reminiscent of Tupac's iconic look. The video quickly went viral within hip-hop communities online, particularly on blogs and forums like RapUp, where discussions flourished about the significance of his alleged appearance at a Lil Wayne concert. Commenters noted the symbolic irony: Tupac, a pivotal figure in Wayne's early musical development, seemingly appearing decades later at a concert for a newer generation artist. For many, this moment seemed to bridge the post-1996 generational shift in rap, hinting at a continued presence of Tupac's influence in the industry, albeit behind the veil of anonymity. Conspiracy theorists were quick to dissect the footage, suggesting that Tupac might have orchestrated his own death to escape the pressures and politics of the music industry. The Dallas-New Orleans clip, they argue, could have been a test of public reaction or a rare opportunity to enjoy music in anonymity. Eyewitnesses report brief interactions with the figure. He smiles, nods, and radiates charisma while remaining discreet, reminiscent of Tupac's ability to captivate audiences without dominating attention outright. Though shaky, low-resolution uploads of the video were enhanced by enthusiasts who claimed to identify tattoos and scars matching Tupac's known body art, including the famed Machiavelli script. Even mainstream media outlets such as TMZ reported a similar sighting at a New Orleans bar later that year, suggesting a pattern of southern U.S. appearances. The intrigue surrounding alleged sightings of Tupac did not stop in the United States. In 2012, a low-quality video surfaced from Sweden's underground rap scene. The clip, lasting 1 to 2 minutes, shows a hooded figure in Stockholm delivering bars with energy and presence strikingly reminiscent of Tupac's style. Bald with a goatee, athletic in build, and dressed in streetwear like a black hoodie and chains, the individual displays a jawline, eye intensity, and vocal tone that fans argued could only belong to Tupac. Subtle visual cues such as graffiti, European vehicles, and Nordic accents in the surroundings suggest a Stockholm location. Analysts and enthusiasts even claim to detect tattoos resembling Tupac's Outlaw Inc. markings, supporting the notion that he might have moved to Europe to maintain privacy and pursue creative freedom. The timing of the video, coinciding with the 2012 Coachella hologram that resurrected Tupac's likeness on stage, only fueled speculation that he was still alive, influencing public perception through subtle appearances. One of the most widely publicized alleged sightings took place in a highly visible setting, during a live NBA broadcast. On March 5, 2014, a Boston Celtics game at TD Garden featured a fan who many believed was a 42-year-old Tupac. The man, identifiable by a shaved head, goatee, mustache, and the signature backward-tied white bandana, appeared on the Jumbotron seated casually in the lower sections. He waved to the camera, smiled, and flashed Westside hand signs, triggering a wave of excitement among fans. The DJ, seemingly aware of the crowd's enthusiasm, played Tupac's California Love, prompting chants of "Let's Go Tupac" that quickly spread across social media platforms. Conspiracy theorists suggested that this low-profile East Coast appearance was strategic, allowing Tupac to gauge public reaction while avoiding his West Coast fame's intense scrutiny. These sightings, from the chaotic concert scenes to underground European venues and live national broadcasts, formed a narrative that has captivated fans and fueled the Tupac is alive theory. Supporters weave together visual evidence, eyewitness accounts, and circumstantial patterns into a story that feels plausible, blending myth and modern media into an enduring mystery. They argue that Tupac's writings as Machiavelli, along with his fascination with revolutionary figures, support the idea that he might have chosen a quieter life away from the public eye, in locations aligned with progressive or historically significant communities. However, skepticism has tempered these claims, particularly regarding the Boston Celtics' appearance. Investigations revealed that the man on the Jumbotron was a longtime season ticket holder and known Tupac impersonator who had regularly attended games at TD Garden since at least 2007. Celtics spokeswoman Heather Walker confirmed that his appearances were part of a consistent pattern and that any song choices by the DJ were coincidental, intended merely to entertain during blowout games. Skeptics also pointed out that the figure openly posed for cameras, a behavior inconsistent with someone hiding from the public for nearly 2 decades. Moving from public arenas to more intimate settings, alleged sightings have also emerged in smaller, quieter venues. A video purportedly from a restaurant in Montgomery, Alabama, shows a hooded figure subtly moving to music. Fans claim that the jawline, goatee, and posture echo Tupac's stage presence. The location, steeped in civil rights history, aligns with Tupac's known activist roots and ideological leanings, suggesting that he might have sought a quieter life in a culturally resonant community. This footage, which resurfaced amid a wave of Tupac alive chatter in 2018, was accompanied by claims of global sightings extending as far as Somalia. Analysts noted that the anonymity of the Deep South could make it an appealing location for someone desiring a low-profile lifestyle while remaining connected to social and musical currents. Yet, despite careful frame-by-frame scrutiny, no verifiable original source of the Montgomery video exists, making it likely misattributed or fabricated. Other alleged sightings stretch the narrative beyond the United States. The so-called by-street footage, allegedly filmed in a Central American market around 2019, depicts a man blending into the crowd with sunglasses, a bandana, and casual tropical attire. Private investigator Jimmy Poole claimed to possess photos and audio indicating that Tupac was living quietly abroad. Proponents argue that locations like Bai's, with their proximity to the U.S., minimal extradition risks, and vibrant local culture, would offer an ideal refuge. Nevertheless, no authentic street footage has been verified, and critics dismiss the claims as digital fabrication or deliberate Photoshop manipulation. More extreme claims include the infamous Somalia sighting, which surfaced in a viral 2018 Facebook post. The poster claimed to have seen Tupac alongside Yaki Gaddafi distributing humanitarian aid. The narrative appealed to Tupac's known activist sensibilities and revolutionary family background, suggesting that he could have orchestrated his death to live abroad in service of global communities. However, these claims clash with reality. Yaki Gaddafi's confirmed death in 1996 undermines the credibility of the account, and no verifiable evidence supports the story. The latest alleged footage brings the narrative back to the US. A 2024 viral video depicts a bearded Tupac in his mid-50s, quietly feeding birds in a park. His gaze toward the camera is tired yet knowing, a subtle acknowledgement of his legacy unfolding online. Conspiracy theorists point to matching facial features, posture, and the aura of reflective wisdom as evidence that Tupac continues to exist in anonymity. As with previous claims, however, no major news outlet has confirmed the video's authenticity, leaving it in the realm of speculation and internet folklore. Throughout these various sightings, a common thread emerges: the blending of myth, media, and genuine fascination. Theories about Tupac living on, whether in the US, Europe, Central America, or Africa, reflect both a longing for his continued influence and the human tendency to construct narratives around cultural icons. Each appearance, real or fabricated, is dissected meticulously by fans and conspiracy theorists alike. Tattoos, clothing, demeanor, and environmental cues are analyzed frame by frame, seeking evidence of authenticity. Yet in almost every case, mainstream verification remains elusive, with most footage ultimately attributed to lookalikes, misidentifications, or outright fabrications. The role of Machiavelli's writings in these theories cannot be overlooked. Tupac's strategic use of the Machiavelli persona, his reflections on revolutionary figures, and his documented intelligence and cunning contribute to the plausibility of these stories. Many supporters argue that he could have used his understanding of media, fame, and public perception to orchestrate a gradual disappearance, resurfacing only in ways that would sustain his cultural mystique while avoiding direct exposure. This theory is particularly compelling when considering the pattern of alleged sightings in places like progressive Boston, Sweden, Alabama, and Central America, locations offering privacy, safety, and meaningful cultural connections. The ongoing fascination with Tupac's supposed survival speaks to his lasting impact on music, culture, and social consciousness. His early work, activism, and charismatic presence left a void upon his death that fans have struggled to reconcile with reality. The Tupac is alive narrative allows admirers to project hope, curiosity, and reverence onto a figure whose influence transcends death. From chaotic concert footage and intimate restaurant sightings to global reports of secretive appearances, these stories weave together a mythology as compelling as Tupac's music itself. Yet critical examination is essential. While fan excitement and speculation generate engaging narratives, the weight of evidence consistently points to misidentification, deliberate impersonation, or outright fabrication. Mainstream reporting, eyewitness clarifications, and public records frequently debunk sensational claims, reminding us that extraordinary assertions require extraordinary proof. In the case of the Celtic sighting, the confirmed identity of the impersonator, regular season ticket holder, and performer dispels the notion of Tupac appearing publicly. Similarly, alleged international sightings lacking verifiable evidence remain in the realm of rumor. Ultimately, the enduring Tupac alive theories illuminate a cultural phenomenon that extends beyond simple conspiracy. They reflect the intersection of media, fandom, myth-making, and the human desire to resist finality in the face of a charismatic, revolutionary figure. Tupac's potential for influence, his complex persona, and the mysterious circumstances of his death invite endless curiosity, blending reality with speculation in ways that defy simple categorization. Whether Tupac truly faked his death or not, the narratives built around these alleged sightings, ranging from 2009 concert footage to 2024 park videos, offer a fascinating window into how society grapples with loss, legacy, and the possibility of enduring presence. In conclusion, the 2009 YouTube clip, the Swedish underground rap footage, the Boston Celtics arena appearance, and subsequent international and domestic claims form a complex mosaic of stories. Fans, conspiracy theorists, and skeptics continue to debate the validity of each sighting, dissecting details down to tattoos, clothing, gestures, and environments. McCavely's writings, Tupac's own revolutionary ethos, and his understanding of public perception lend the narrative an air of plausibility, yet independent verification remains elusive. From the chaotic concert crowds to quiet parks, from urban streets in Sweden to markets in Central America, the legend of Tupac Shakur endures, fueled by imagination, desire, and the unshakable influence of one of music history's most enigmatic figures.